Alright, today let's figure out what back tires this thing needs. I've chosen this ride height because of how it looks. So now we need to see if the biggest tires they make fit, and if not, we need to see what does fit. The point is to have a visual impact, and the way to do that is to get as big a tire as I can, and the bigger the tire is this way, the more of it's going to be behind this wheel well, up in this area. The more tire you're hiding behind here, and that's what makes the truck look really low, is when you start tucking rim and everything else back up in here. What I've done is I've marked the highest point we can come to on this truck without disrupting any of this stuff. I don't want to bring the wheel well up any farther than this lip right here. I want it to tuck up against the bottom of it. I'd like it to be below it, but I don't think we can do that. That's where we start. I like to start at the limits and work backwards. So we're starting with the biggest tire, the wheel well down here, and the truck at this height. And let's see what we can do with that biggest tire. So the biggest tire has a 32-inch overall diameter. Let's start with that. 32 inches puts us here. And if you look, that only gives me about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of clearance to the bed lip. So sitting at this ride height, that 32-inch tire, tall tire, doesn't give me any wheel travel. I won't be able to drive it with a 32-inch tall tire in it. I could set it at a car show with a 32-inch tall tire. The tire would tuck all the way up to here and it would look amazing. So we could get away with a 32-inch tall tire if we raise the suspension up here another 2 inches or so. Let's look real quick at what that does to us width-wise. I have to figure out how wide is the frame going to end up being to clear the inside of the tires. So with a 2150 tire, that's the section width. That's how wide the tire is. That's 61 minus the 43.5. I think that's 27.5 if I did my math right. I am fucking that up. So here's the math for you guys because I'm an idiot. So we have a 77-inch total width of the vehicle. We have to come in 3 inches on either side to clear all the wheel opening and everything. So that leaves us with a 61 total width for our tires and differential and everything to fit into. 3 inches represents 1.5 inches of clearance between the frame rail and the inside of the tire. So that leaves us with a 58-inch wide area. And then we have to remove the section width of the tires from that, which is 43 inches. That's 21.5 each tire times 2, 43 inches. Leaves us with a 15-inch wide frame. Blech, blech. I can't talk today. Ever since I got COVID, I'm having trouble talking clearly and accessing my thoughts quickly. Anyway, it's getting better. So the section width on the next two size down, and the next two smaller tires is 18 here, not 21.5. So 18 times 2 is 36. And if we remove 36 from 28, we're left with 22 inches. All right, so there's a difference. By going with the next size narrower tire, I can now build a 22-inch wide frame, and that is completely doable. The next size tire down is 30 inches overall diameter, which puts us here. And since we have a 32.5 here, we now have 2.5 inches of wheel travel at this ride height going to the smaller diameter tire, the 31-18-50-15. So with the 2.5 inches of clearance, 30-inch tall tire, the top of the tire is going to be about here. And we're going to end up with the top of the rim being just above this fender lip line right here, which means it's going to tuck this entire lip and just about 1/8 of an inch more. And that's the look I want. Tucking the tire is one thing, but when you start tucking rim, then your vehicle really starts to look low. That's where we're at. That's my thought process, part of it. That is a fraction of what I've been putting myself through. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow or the next day or something.